Hey guys, so today we are continuing with the 2021 police videos with the Dodge Durango Pursuit. In my last video I looked at the 2021 Dodge Charger Pursuit, and today we are doing pretty much the same thing, but for FCA's other police offering, the Durango Pursuit. So on screen you can find the video outline with all the various topics for today. Also, as a heads up, a lot of the Durango Pursuits shown are going to be the 2018 to 2020 versions. As we'll get into, the 2021s did get a bit of a facelift and they do look different, but there are very few photos of those at this time, so you may see some of the 2018 to 2020s mixed in the video. Anyways, let's get right into it. So Dodge began offering a special services vehicle of the Durango back in 2012, but it wasn't until 2018 that the Durango would get a Pursuit model. These are only available for purchase by the various law enforcement agencies, so regular people can't buy them new, only used when the agencies decide to get rid of them and sell them. There aren't the typical trim levels like the regular Durangos, just different features that you can add on. I've got the ordering form from Carson and Las Vegas Dodge, so the base price for the V6 comes in around $31,000, and then the V8 starts around $34,000. So for comparison, the base Durango SXT starts around $33,000 as well. We'll move on to the performance next, since people are always interested in how fast the cop cars are. There aren't a ton of new performance changes here, unlike the 2021 Charger Pursuit, as that one finally got the 8-speed torque flight automatic transmission added as standard for both the V6 and the V8 engines, and also had all-wheel drive removed from the V8. As for this Durango, we start with the 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 that puts out 293 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque, while the 5.7-liter Hemi V8 has 360 horsepower and 390 pound-feet of torque, both with all-wheel drive standard. That system is a single-speed transfer case and does operate with full-time all-wheel drive, but a 2-speed system is available on the V8 with the trailer tow group alternator. Both vehicles have the standard 8-speed automatic transmission with the shift lever mounted on the instrument panel, and both come from the factory with a 130 mph top speed, but just like the Charger Pursuit, which was limited to 140 mph, customers can set their own limits. Fuel economy is rated at 18 city and 25 highway for the V6 and 14 city and 22 highway on the V8. As for curb weight, both vehicles are very heavy, 4,913 pounds on the V6 and 5,331 pounds for the V8. And the capability numbers are almost identical to the civilian Durangos, which you can find on screen now. The 2021 Durango got a refreshed design, seemingly taking some elements from the Dodge Charger, like a new front fascia, LED headlights, grille, and rear spoiler. The Pursuit model carries over much of that look as well. As for the decals and police look, these are obviously customized by the various law enforcement agencies, but Mopar does provide graphics as well. Most of the pictures shown of these Durangos have fancier wheels, but in reality the stock police wheels are 18 by 8 inch steel wheels with the chrome center cap. Those aluminum wheels are usually reserved for undercover Durangos. Tires are 255/60 R18 BSW on and off-road. Beneath those wheels are massive 14.4-inch vented rotors up front with 2 piston calipers, and the rear gets 13.8-inch discs with a single piston floating caliper. That's known as a BR9 brake package, and it's also found in the Charger Pursuits. The performance-style bumper also has integrated brake cooling ducts that will help cool the brakes. As for the paint colors, Dodge offers 9 different choices on the Pursuit: Granite, DB Black, Vice White, White Knuckle, Octane Red, Redline, Reactor Blue, Destroyer Gray, and Billet Silver. Now let's go over some of the standard features, and this is where the Pursuits differ quite a bit from the civilian versions. Using input from the Police Advisory Board, Dodge removed the center console shifter and has made an instrument panel mounted shifter standard. Previously, the cops didn't like that the center console shifter took up room that could otherwise have been used for computers or button layouts for different equipment. The rest of the inside is fairly stripped down, with a 7-inch customizable touchscreen, heavy-duty cloth seats that have cutouts in the side bolstering for utility that officers wear, and vinyl floor mats. Tri-zone climate control with air filtration is standard, keeping K9 units in mind. A vehicle systems interface module also comes standard, which is essentially a heavy-duty wiring harness that supports the many aftermarket additions that agencies will add, like the lights and sirens. Some other standard features include 4 programmable auxiliary switches, a push fuel filler door, deep tint on the rear doors, quarter panels and rear liftgate, engine hours and idle hours meters, 650 amp battery or optional 800 amp version for the Hemi, a 220 amp heavy-duty alternator, and red and white dome lights. Those red lights can allow the officer to see inside the vehicle at night, just enough to not be noticed by pedestrians, good for highways or undercover operations for example. Some standard safety features include advanced multi-stage airbags, side thorax airbags, active head restraints, electronic brake force distribution, park sense rear park assist system, park view rear backup camera, rain brake support, ready alert braking, and trailer sway control. Next, let's look at which police stations actually choose the Durango Pursuit. Now, as we mentioned, the Durango Pursuit is relatively new, starting to be offered in 2018, so most agencies that use them have a few in their fleet mixed in with other Chargers and various Ford police vehicles. Also, this is by no means an exhaustive list, and there are many other departments I might have missed, or some departments might switch cars over the years. So starting in Canada, they're used in Alberta, Nova Scotia, and Ontario. In US, the list is much longer, with some of the various places and jurisdictions shown on screen, including Colorado, California, Hawaii, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Mississippi, North Carolina, and Utah, just to name a few. Now, the final thing I want to cover today would be the performance numbers of these Durangos. Each year, the Michigan State Police does a series of grueling on-road tests that look at various aspects, such as acceleration, top speed, braking, and vehicle dynamics. All the police departments throughout the country then review these tests before they decide which cars to order for their fleets. I'll be using the newly released 2021 Model Year Police Vehicle Evaluation Program, which was basically a 66-page document that had every detail possible about all the testing they did for 2021 cop cars. I won't get too far into the details as I do want to do a full 2021 police comparison video, but starting with the engines and power output, the most powerful vehicles were the Explorer Utility 3-liter EcoBoost and F-150 EcoBoost, followed by the Charger and Durango Hemi, and then the Tahoe V8. The Fords have the 10-speed transmission in there, while the Dodges have the 8 speeds. For acceleration and top speed testing, the Hemi all-wheel drive Durango did 0 to 60 in 7.01 seconds, so far behind the Ford Police Interceptor Utility 3-liter EcoBoost all-wheel drive, which did the same in 5.75 seconds. The V6 Durango all-wheel drive was the slowest vehicle on the list, with an 8.8 second time. Both the Durango top speeds are 140 miles per hour, again behind the Ford Interceptor's 148 miles per hour. The final test I want to cover was the deceleration times and braking. So each vehicle did a bunch of 60 to 0 mile per hour stops, taking the average deceleration rate. The Durangos performed well considering how heavy they are, but they still placed behind Ford. So the performance is not the best out of all the competition, but I will say it probably looks the best. Production of the 2021 Dodge Durango Pursuit will begin in the first quarter of 2021 at Detroit's Jefferson North Assembly Plant, so we might be seeing these new 2021 Durango Pursuits by the summer months. So that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching and hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure to let me know if you'd like to see a video comparing all the 2021 police competition from all the various brands. So kind of like what we did at the end here, but more in depth on all the testing and all the competitors. Make sure to like and subscribe for all your Mopar content, and I'll see you all in the next video.